Hello, Meshell Baker, sales and confidence coach and ShiftCo co-founder here. I wanted to touch on a subject today that has been constantly coming up in the thread of Q&A after my talks, and I've had several fireside chats where the questions are popping into the chat. And the challenge that I'm hearing is imposter syndrome. And it may have a lot to do with the fact that over the time of COVID-19, there's been so much change, so many pivots, so much adapting to the environment that people are in positions and places where they never thought they would be, accepting and saying yes to things that they never thought they would do, and feeling like, I don't know how to do it, or am I doing it good, or wondering. So, and that is in itself has a lot to do with the definition of imposter syndrome, which is basically a pervasive, an ongoing and irrational sense of not feeling successful. And it comes about a lot when success is defined by an external barometer, meaning that you are looking at something externally, like an award, an achievement, an arrival, what someone else has that's outside of you as that gauge for success, going by someone else's rules or someone else's guidelines or someone else's standard. And what happens is when you create that, when it comes from that internal, inspired, motivated sense of self, it will help to eliminate pretty much almost all of your imposter syndrome, because then you're gauging it for yourself. One of the things that I found to be the most powerful eliminator of imposter syndrome is to begin to be grateful for the journey, to find things to be grateful for and celebrate yourself on a daily basis, to instead of looking and saying, when I get this, I'll feel this way. When I do this, I'll do that way. Well, they look like they're happy. What's wrong with me? Generally is a big, doubter of imposter syndrome, thinking that you're not doing it right. And when you ask the person, well, what do you mean you're not doing it right? What is right? Many times there is not even a clear definition of right. And if there is one, it's something someone else has set as the standard of doing it right. And instead realizing that success is a journey. It's a step-by-step progression of getting better and better each day. And what generally happens is people don't realize that no one becomes the expert or the master or the celebrated actor, actress, singer, scientist, teacher, whatever that is, speaker, business owner, right? Cover of a magazine. No one gets there without repetition and practice, without lots of failures. If you can remind yourself on a regular and ongoing basis that success and failure are Siamese twins, right? You're going to make mistakes. You're going to have setbacks. You're going to have failures. You're going to have disappointments. You're going to have overwhelm, fear, doubt. It all comes with success. And when you are willing to understand that failure is only final if you quit, as long as you keep getting up, it's not failure. It's just something that you learn that will help you to improve, to adjust and adapt and keep moving forward and just keep getting better and better. One of the sayings I heard years ago that I say every single day, every day in every way, I get better and better. Inch by inch, anything is a cinch, and yard by yard, everything is hard. So as long as there are progressive micro steps on a daily ongoing basis, you're getting amazing. And when you begin to celebrate the little steps and stop taking your eye off the overall, right? Think of it like this. You can't boil the ocean. When you look at just one cup, right? You go out and scoop up, it will make life a lot easier. So there's an acronym that I share with people, CAN't. And it is, I like this because it's easy to remember, but CAN't is conditioning accepts negative thoughts. So that's generally what happens with the imposter syndrome, thinking about negativity, thinking about what you can't do, what you didn't have, what you don't look like, what you could have did better. So it's a lot of removal of what the actual reality is and focusing on the can'ts of the reality. And then can, C-A-N, because we always can, is creativity actively nurtured. So what happens when you realize and celebrate the fact that you're doing something that you've never done before, and anytime you do something that you've never done before, you're gonna feel weird. Just like, think about it, when you were a kid and you learned how to ride a bike, when you learned how to walk, nobody beat you up, everybody celebrated you. So if you could think about anything you're doing new that you haven't done before and celebrate yourself like you would a baby walking, oh my God, you would absolutely remove the imposter syndrome, and you'd actually accelerate, you grow, you thrive so much faster and so much greater, because then it would just be a seamless celebration of yourself. And oh, wouldn't that just be wonderful to wake up and celebrate everything you did every day? Then this doesn't make you perfect. It just means that you love yourself and you'll find value and worth in yourself. And when you find yourself incredibly valuable and worthy, other people will also. So just remember, imposter syndrome is a reality that mostly everybody faces at some period in our life. So if you're feeling it right now, there's nothing wrong with you. And I challenge you, if you're listening to this because you are feeling imposter syndrome, sit down and write out all the things you value about yourself. And I promise you, somebody will value those too, and make that your list, carry it. Make a voice memo of, I am smart, I am incredible, I am organized, I am tall, I am whatever it is that you like about yourself or someone has complimented you on before. It could be at any point in your life. Make a list, make a voice recording, and play that to yourself anytime you start to feel like an imposter, so you can start to have replaced thoughts. Remember, you're thinking you can't accept that you are amazing, and that's why you're feeling imposter syndrome. So that means that you are feeling like the conditioning accepts the negative thoughts. So this activity will help you replace the positive thoughts. And there are many ways to replace the positive thoughts, but for the sake of today's video, I'll give you one. And I look forward to coming back to you to really talk about what I do. The sales and confidence coaching is about helping you become your own #1 super fan. Because when you do that, you'll change everything about business, and business is about creating opportunities for income. And this is what I do with sales and confidence coaching. So I will come back to you with more in the future, and know that you absolutely can. Creativity actively nurtured. You are absolutely amazing, and you are not an imposter. I will see you guys next week.